to my channel. Today we will be bleaching knots of 2 stock wigs. A lot of my clients want to know the process, so I will bring it to you. You'll need gloves, a bowl, a brush, and lightener of choice. I'll be using Winn Pro with 20 volume developer. I'll be using the Winn Diamond Lightning Powder with their 20 volume. I like to use 20 volume because it is less intense on the knots. You can use any blue or purple base lightener, which will help eliminate brassiness from your knots as they bleach. You want 1 scoop along with pouring in your developer. I like to eyeball mine, and you want it to be the consistency of pudding and not too runny. So as you can see, I'm going to eyeball it, mix it, and you want it to be where the consistency does not fall off the brush as you lift it up and check it. So you want to mix, 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 check it when you lift up your brush. As you can see, it's thick, it's not falling off. That's the consistency you want. Next, we're going to lay down the aluminum foil. This is what we're going to use to help us with our lightening process. You want to put it on the dull side. Now here you will see with the stock wig, it doesn't matter if it's a custom wig, frontal, lace closure, you want to move your baby hairs out of the way. You want to pull them back. You can use a little water on your hands and pull your baby hairs back, because if not, you're going to over bleach them. So as you can see, this is what I'm doing. I put a little bit of water on my gloves and I'm pulling my baby hairs back out of my way. This is a quick minute process. Now you want to flip your wig over, or your unit or lace closure over, and you want to make sure it's aligned out, completely widen out. You want to make sure there's nothing in the way. You can remove the combs, you can remove the straps if you like, and I like to start middle, back, then the hairline. If you do the hairline first, you will over bleach it and weaken it. I don't lighten the back portion of it, only the front and top part of my closure. So I'm going to use a knife, which is easier to spread, and you want to spread it like jam on toast. So as you can see, I'm preparing to start. So again, you want to start in the middle of your lace or the back. You want middle, work your way back, or back to middle. The back usually takes the longest to bleach, so we don't want to start in the front. So I'm working my way from the back to the middle to the front. So as you can see, you want to make sure it's easily spread across your lace closure or frontal. So from here, you'll see that I'm filling in all the gaps. So now I'm going in with my brush to make it a little easier for me. I'm going toward the top and filling in all those little holes and those gaps. You want to be careful not to press too hard so it doesn't go through the lace. You don't want it to go through the lace very hard, so then that way it will create over bleaching. So tap lightly, spread it lightly, but make sure you fill all the holes in so that it will completely saturate and cover all the knots from underneath the lace closure, frontal or closure, whatever it is that you're working with. From here, you want to continue to work diligently and quickly to fill in all your holes. As you can see, that's what I'm doing as I finish up lightly filling all my areas where there was not lightener. And after you fill all the gaps and finish that, you want to begin to check any areas, move any hairs out of the way, and just make sure nothing else is touched with the bleach. So I will flip my unit over, and then I will make sure it's on the flat side underneath and it's touching the aluminum foil wrap. This helps it heat up and work faster. And there's also the paper that sometimes comes with the wig. I'll sometimes sit that underneath mine to give it a little bit of elevation. But as you can see, I'm going through checking for any areas that may have extra bleach on it. So you want to get a little water on a cloth and wipe those areas off so they do not lighten your hair. We want the natural hair color. So I want to gently tap and remove all those extra areas with a little bit of water. From there, you just want to continue to check throughout your lace by opening up different sections of the hair, making sure that all the hair is lifted up and not smashed down into the lightener. This will also create over bleaching. So I'm just going through, gently checking, not putting any pressure, pulling the hairs up out of the way so that my lightener will have room when it expands and not react and lighten my additional hair and not just the knots. So that's all I'm doing, is checking, going through, and making sure everything is arranged correctly. From here, I'm going to take the extra plastic or paper and sit it under my wig and check again, make sure that there's no extra lightener anywhere when it starts to expand. From here, you want to let your wig or close your lace frontal sit for anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes, and you want to check in between until you get to the level of lightness that you want to achieve. Once your time is up, you want to rinse out all of the lightener. What I like about this lightener is that it begins to dry and create a cast so it doesn't over bleach. So once that's dry and I look at my closure or frontal, I know it's time to rinse it out. Check for any over bleaching. Make sure that it's to your desired color. And from here, we'll begin our purple shampoo process. After your 20 to 45 minutes, you want to make sure that your knots are maybe a yellow looking color, and you want to get your purple shampoo. And I like to take it from the underside and spread it all around. If your knots are not yellow, you have the option to re-bleach once the hair is dry, or you can use blue shampoo if you want and you don't know how to make it, but maybe you have color. Check out my other YouTube video which gives you the steps on how to make your own blue shampoo. But as you can see, I'm adding the purple shampoo underneath, and I'm just rubbing and massaging it in lightly because our closure is much weaker than it was before because we have altered our knots. So you want to make sure the entire closure, frontal, or whatever lace that you have, full lace, whatever lace it is you have, you want to make sure it's completely saturated with your purple shampoo. The purple shampoo will only work if your knots are yellow. It needs to be in the yellow tone in order for your purple shampoo to work and neutralize the brassiness. So as you can see, we finished that. You let it sit for a couple minutes, and then you're going to start rinsing out your purple shampoo and running it through your hair. So take the time, rinse it out, make sure you get everything out, and just continue that process until your water is soap free and clear from all the shampoo. You want to continue rinsing, and then you will begin to start looking at your lace frontal and make sure you've achieved the color or tone that you want. I will be checking mine after I rinse it. Once you do that, you want to let it air dry. Don't blow dry. Be patient. It makes your wigs and your lace last longer. I'm checking the underside and I'm checking it against my skin. As you can see, it looks flawless, and I hope this tutorial was able to help you. If there is over bleaching, you can go back in and correct it. But as you can see, mine looks great. It's in great shape. And this is just a small tutorial for someone who needs to quickly bleach their knots, maybe before an appointment, or you just want to learn how to do it to make your lace look more natural. After that, you can tint it if you need to, but this color matches my tone perfectly. But if you are darker, you can go through the process of tinting your lace to match your complexion, and that's